something that's like, I think that's going to be really popular. And I think that, I don't think, like, just looking at it, I'm not 100% sure that the Black Mamba, that I'm going to like that, but I think a lot of other people are going to really dig it. And
Yeah, I think so too.
I think because I like this because it's a little more plain for some reason, and that appeals to me. Although, like, all the crazy maple appeals to me as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What is this? Oh, this is the ash one. Yeah.
No, this is the ash.
What is this one?
That one is the one.
Whose guitar is that?
That's up for grabs, I think.
Or maybe it's
that's that body that I originally claimed.
Oh, yeah.
Got
Okay.
reclaimed.
It's hard.
Job.
Well, yeah, it's hard to.
Yeah.
How many 12 strings? Okay, for every 6 string that we sell, how many 12 strings are gonna? No, for how many? Wait, no.
For every 12 string, how many 6 strings will we sell?
Yeah.
10-1. I don't know.
If it was 10-1, I think that'd be a pretty decent ratio, right? Again, I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of people who like 12 strings. And I'm sure there's still music made with them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Hey, hey, everybody, this is Matt.
Everybody got to stare at the back of my head.
Yeah. No, they, you caught us while we were talking about the wall of icons. This is fast becoming my favorite guitar to just pick up and play. And I love the Challenger Level 4 is still, I think, my favorite guitar.
Yeah.
In the entire world, but those, and them.
Yeah.
Are I don't know. I guess I'd put the Challenger Level 4. That's like a time capsule guitar.
Well, that makes me want to play like loud rock and roll. Mm-hmm. This makes me want to do something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you
70 singer-songwriters. Yeah, they're just cool and they're different, and I can't wait to get one. And one of these days, one will sit here and I'll just say, you know what? Mine. Dibs.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay, so what you're leaning towards, the maple one, or
I'm just leaning towards
just a
straight up one. Yeah, probably one with a humbucker and F holes. But if it had P90 and F holes, that would be fine too.
What do you guys think of the P90 one with no F holes? I remember this one here is sort of, it was one of the, I guess, prototypes.
It was one of two. Yeah, we did one, and we did one kind of low key with no F holes, and then we did trapezoids. Mm-hmm. And then we did the other one with F holes.
Oh, that's really
right. Sure. And I think you even said, I don't know that I like the F holes.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm all aboard.
Now they all have F holes. They probably will all have F holes, unless somebody specifies no F holes. So the standard, we have a couple of when in doubts. Yeah. And when in doubt, F holes.
So like Mike says that he likes the F hole one.
Yeah. When in doubt, F hole, humbucker.
Yeah.
So if we're building a spec guitar, something that will be in the shop to be sold at a later date, that's how it will be built.
Okay.
Unless there's always an unless.
Unless what?
Unless we're trying to figure out how to. Yeah, no. Unless we're trying to figure out how to put in a Dawgs or P90, which isn't as easy as you might think.
Yeah.
Because there's no height adjustability to those. You can adjust the poles, but you can't adjust the actual pickup height itself.
And it's a lot of.
It's a critical thing, especially when there's only one pickup in the guitar. You got to get it right.
There's a lot of cons for the one pro of it looks retro.
It looks cool. Yeah. And I know why Gibson got rid of that design fairly quickly, and that's because it didn't go up and down.
Yeah.
And even the pickup before that pickup, the Charlie Christian, went up and down.
Yeah, that's right.
And so what do they do after that? Design a pickup that doesn't go up and down.
Doesn't go up and down. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and a dog ear P90 with the poles sticking out a quarter of an inch looks stupid.
Now, Seal Beach Mike, I remember when I said I wasn't ever going to do an icon with a Filtertron. I actually ordered a Filtertron template so we could do one if somebody wanted one. And
that'll look almost like it has no pickup at all. That'll look like it has one of those little pickups where you actually attach it to the neck and it floats off the body.
Oh, that would be cool.
That's what it looks like.
I was at Steve's shop a couple of weeks ago and I was talking with Steve and I'm like, I need this, and I need a template for the icon that has this. And he's like, you want any other pickups? And I'm like, no, I don't want to put any other pickups in it. And like almost as the words made it out of my mouth, okay, put a Filtertron in the neck. And Steve's man was like, blah, 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 nice flip flop, Matt. And yeah, because I mean, it was like just said it, and then I'm like, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. We'll do it. Yeah.
Steve's man. I don't know what Steve's assistant guy's name
was. Rob.
Rob. Okay, yeah. Good
One
guy.
of them is Rob.
Good dudes over there at Maximum.
Yeah. So Filtertrons, but don't anybody ever ask for
Filtertron.
No, a lipstick or a Strat pickup.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I think that would wreck it.
No.
Yeah.
Even though we have some lipsticks, we could probably use them up on.
We could jam some of those in there, but I don't think we could because the way the neck goes into the body, into that route so deep, I think it would be wrong. So
we could do it. We're smart.
Yeah. So anyway, hey guys, it's Friday and I spent the tail end of the afternoon doing shaping a neck in a video. I made a video of me shaping a neck because there's a lot of people who are like, they don't even make necks anymore.
Is that guys all thing?
Yeah. You guys know that we do. Remember when Phil made that great video of when he got his level 2?
Yeah.
And someone was talking about how like somebody down in like Colorado Springs and his daughter make all the necks.
Oh, I remember that.
And he just got like every possible
thing wrong. Yep.
And I think he was talking about Steve and he was talking about Hannah, but Hannah's not Steve's daughter. Oh yeah, Legos.
That was the same guy. Yeah. And they just snap together like Legos.
Yeah, and they don't. And so I'm like, well, let's make a video of me shaping a neck. And here's the problem. It's a little warm in the shop today, and the neck that I shaped is maple. So it was a maple. Why can't you be more like mahogany? How about you, Chris? What have you been up to?
I did some paint work earlier this week. There's several up here that got painted, in addition to some stuff that was not icons. I did some assembly. I kept really busy. I made did a bunch of inlay. Not that takes a lot of time, but it takes a few minutes here and there.
Yep.
Setting up the CNC and getting everything dialed in. And then push and play. My fingers sore. Yeah,
you did a bunch of inlay. There's 5 or 6 necks for 4 icons that all.
And did some assembly and did some other stuff. We talked a lot about some cool things that we're thinking about for classes.
So this is an icon. This is another one of those ash back and sides icons with a mahogany neck. I think the mahogany neck and the ash looks like super, super cool. But anyway, this was one of the ones that you did inlay for. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And I like those too.
Peeking out a little bit.
Quit it.
I'm trying. Mike Ivy has a question before we get started with the topic for today. He asks,
let me ask you this.
Okay.
Is it Mike Ivy or is it Mike Ivy?
No, it's 2 words. Mike Ivy. Yeah.
No, but I mean, is it my Ivy?
It could be our Ivy.
Like Guy Lombardo?
No.
Or Guy Lombardo?
Anyway, Mike asks, just wondering if you were to install a 2 humbucker setup on an icon, would it perform similarly to a 335? Seems like it might to me. Funny you should ask, Mike, because we were just talking about this very thing. And I'll give you a moment of what I think about that. remember when I said that I was getting a template from Steve and he said, "You want any other pickups?" And I said, "Yeah, give me a Filtertron in the neck." I also had him put another humbucker in the bridge position. Not because I want to use it, but because I know one day somebody's going to ask for it. I think it will be neat. It will be, you would need to figure out a switch and possibly more controls. Would the switch go here? Would it go here? Would it do whatever? The problem though, Mike, and anybody else wondering is, and I know what's going to happen. Like Dylan's getting a Bigsby on his, so someone's going to go, "Oh, that Bigsby's cool. Now do one with 2 humbuckers. While you're at it, make one with a cutaway. Next thing I want it to be a carve top." So it's this endless road of getting closer and closer and closer to a guitar that already exists. So
several guitars that already exist.
Yeah,
and one of them we make.
And so, yeah, so it gets, and I know Mike's not asking because he's like,
Yeah.
I think what Mike wants to know is, could I get something cool that's the Icon, but with another pickup to maybe, get rid of my 335 that I like, but I really want this instead because I like it better. That's probably what Mike is thinking. But what I don't want to have happen is attempting to turn this sublime instrument into something that, so like if someone wants it to become a 335, well, 335s already exist. I know that's not what Mike is asking. If somebody wants this to become a Gretsch, insert number of Gretsch here, that Gretsch already exists.
Yeah.
This is neat because you can't get these anywhere else right now.
Yeah.
Now, mark my words, you will see stuff like this coming soon.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think there's some stuff that's sort of like this. This sort of reminds me of, early on, people plunging a pickup into a guitar because they joined a band and they needed to be amplified.
Yeah.
And we don't kludge these together, but it sort of has that kind of thing going on. It's like, oh, it's sort of a, because there's been guitars with F holes and no pickups and this and that, and yeah, it sort of reminds me of that. And I think as soon as you put 2 pickups in it, it starts to become more of an electric guitar, less of an acoustic or a jazz kind of a thing, jazz box.
So see, Mike's saying, yeah, exactly. I nailed the. So I thought that's probably what you meant, Mike. If you want one, we can do it.
Yeah, and maybe we'll really like them. And that was some stuff that we talked about early on with this, because we've known this the whole time.
Yeah,
but there's a reason that none of them have any of that stuff yet. And that's because we want people to actually try these out and go, oh, they were right. This is actually cool.
Yeah.
You know what, Matt? You were right. I was wrong. You were right. Is that
That's no.
That's a joke in the middle of the song for you.
Yeah.
There you go. There's several references.
Doc says he really likes the Limbo one. Rick, who we haven't seen for a while, says, "Isn't it? I mean, here in the shop, we've seen him on live streams. Isn't it great that your almost contest entry ended up as the great Icon?"
Oh yeah,
almost contest entry.
Well, I think he's talking about the pro category.
Yeah.
And and in some ways, that played a big part of this. I think we both learned a lot about what we wanted, and so I think we both didn't even realize we wanted something like that until we got them done. So yeah.
All right, so let's move forward, because I have to go get up on the roof today. That's why I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking water, but I'm going to Odyssey later, and I'm going to have some beers over there. So, okay. So the purpose of today's video is to tell you guys how super cool Icons are, and they are, and to show you a new. Show you. Yesterday's topic was Strat killers are probably going to be Strat clones. So what do we got, Chris?
We got a Strat killer.
Let's see.
Clone.
Let's show it. Okay. Oh, look at that. So a lot of people might not realize what this is. This is a guitar that we built. There's some dust.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
You know where it comes from. All the stands have dust on them, and then you set them in it. And every time I see a guitar, I'm like, well, I hope that's not permanent.
Yeah.
Nope.
So this is a guitar that we built in conjunction with one of our super duper build a classic Strat or build a whatever Strat
Yeah, that's where
workshop.
this one started.
Yeah.
And we've used it as a demo
Mhm.
kind of thing as we built stuff. We showed people how to fret.
Uh-huh.
Maybe in this last class even on this neck. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is a 57 vintage contour swamp ash body,
Uh-huh.
which is really excellent
Yeah.
and super light.
This is about as close as you can get to a real live 57 too. The contours on this thing are
Yeah.
spot on.
Now, where it deviates from the real life 57 is it has a roasted maple neck with a rosewood fretboard. When did they start using rosewood fretboards for this?
59
Okay,
on
so all
Strats.
right, so for the Strat purist, this is going to be a more modern take on.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's got a V to C uh profile, which is really neat. I
Mhm.
dig it. The more I
Based
play,
off a legit
that's right.
57 that we know of.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's actually a really neat profile. When we first did it, I was like, I don't know. No, I'm like, I kind of want
I
one.
kind of want
Yeah.
one, but not in Strat form. You want it in jazz
No,
master form.
I'll take it in Strat form. You know what, Matt?
Uh,
I have to learn to love the Stratocaster when I play it.
maybe.
And
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what
I've
you mean.
played, I've played gyms and I've played my buddy Scott's who made his in the this same
Uh-huh.
class. And I'm like, this is a really nice guitar. Now maybe I can't do the same stuff, or I wouldn't want to use it for the stuff that I
Yeah.
used to mainly play. But if I'm not, wailing away,
Yeah.
it's a really neat guitar and it's really fun to play.
So Tony says that he absolutely loves his Strat and can't stop playing it. Seriously, again, thank you. Thank you, Tony. This is kind of okay, so this is very much like Tony's, except for two things, and the two things are, I want to say this correctly. The two things are done so that we keep the costs low. The first one now, and Tony paid way more for his Strat than this one. We're asking for this one. The first thing is Tony's has the 73 finish.
Okay.
I'm asking. Remember the one that we did with,
Oh yeah, Tony's. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
that thing
yeah.
is
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's got the 73 finish, so all the sealer, all
Okay.
of that.
This features our durable thin finish.
And this is the first burst that we did with the most
Yeah.
most newest,
Hmm.
the most current durable thin finish,
Yeah.
to see that we could actually do it. Yeah.
Now the 73 finish is
Turns out we
ridiculous. That's
can.
right. The 73 finish is ridiculously thin,
Yeah.
but the durable thin finish is the thinnest finish you can get.
There's
It
almost no paint
can
on it.
get, yeah, it can
Yeah.
get no thinner. You can still feel the grain, you can see it.
It's an open grain
It's an
finish.
open
Yeah, you
grain
can
finish.
definitely feel it.
Mhm. It's I love this finish. I think it's super cool, especially on ash. It doesn't work on every single wood, but on ash, stop doing that. Yeah, on ash, it does a great job. So that's a little bit of a cost saving right there.
Mhm.
The other thing is we ran out of Callahan hardware
Yeah.
on
Oh,
this.
and it's got an oiled neck.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, the
as
other ones,
opposed to,
yeah,
yeah,
have 73 finish on the necks as
yeah,
well. That's minor,
yeah.
but
So if you want the least finish on a guitar you can possibly get, this is it.
uh-huh, and still have
Unless you
color.
just didn't
Yeah,
and still have a
uh-huh,
sunburst.
yeah,
The other thing is we ran out of Callahan hardware, so it has a different bridge.
mhm,
If one decides, hey, I want to get one of them Callahan bridges, and it'll swap right on.
yep,
So
yep,
yeah.
and the other difference
Uh-huh.
is this has Chris wound with the help of Dylan pickups in it.
I put that in it.
Did you?
Yeah, so in the link below, you
Mhm.
can see that you can link to the description. There is a spelling error. It says case and sipping extra. So everyone knows that sipping would be complimentary. You just got to come here.
Mhm.
Okay, but a case is going to be extra.
There's
So
plenty to sip.
yeah,
Yeah,
but shipping and case will be a little extra. I think it's $140. So
yeah,
sometimes when you buy something on the website, it tacks it on. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. So the cost of this guitar right now, it's on sale for like $1,000, $999. And a case and shipping would be another $140.
yeah,
So, and you get the nice gig bag that we ship with the good gig bag and nice new box shipped to wherever you are in the continental United States, for $140. If you live in Glasgow, Scotland,
It'd be a couple
it's
bucks.
going to be a little more. By the way, if we've got a guitar shipping to Paul in Scotland, and it got a new neck and it's ready to go
Oh,
out.
yeah, we need to do that next week.
Yeah,
This was
I
a
actually-
short week because we had class last
Yeah.
week, and I took Monday off.
Uh-huh.
Matt apparently didn't, but anyway,
No, I
still
didn't.
a short week. And yeah. And this is a really neat guitar. Pickups sound great.
Yeah.
Because Dylan helped me wind them, and yeah, super vintagey. That's that same 57 Strat set that Dylan winds in all our classes. So
Dan says he loves the paint, just not real fussy on the white pick guard. I know it's classic, but it seems real bright. Chris, how hard is this?
well, it is real bright.
No, I guess it doesn't matter because unless Dan bought it, it already sold.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
So
Thank you to whoever bought it.
Originally.
Hey, Steve Soba bought it. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean it's a white pick guard. You could get any other color pick guard from WD. That's where we get these from, and it'll bolt right up.
We used a Wilkinson bridge on this. Somebody asked, and it's in the description on the
and it's a fine bridge. It's a vintage spec bridge as far as spacing and all of that.
Yeah,
it's just not top of the line,
but
like the Callahan is. But it's
I think it's a good bridge.
It does what a good Strat trim does.
Yeah,
it goes bam.
And it's a 6-hole, so yeah.
You know what? She's a 6-holer though.
You know what? Well, it doesn't matter because Steve bought it. So yeah. So Steve, congratulations on your new Strat.
Yeah, and it's cool.
We're gonna get it shipped out. It's really, really nice. So,
yeah, it is.
Goodbye.
It's a nice guitar.
Good purchase. I'm not gonna goodbye. Okay, plunk, and then
it's nice, and it's got it's got a nice neck.
Yeah, this thing is super, super cool.
Well, now I don't want it to leave.
Sorry, dude. Okay. Well, I'm sure there'll be more Strats.
There'll be another one like this one.
Chris, let's get out of here pretty quick. But
okay,
talk a little bit about the pickup winding process, because Steve bought it and he probably wants to know what's up with the pickups.
Well, so every time Dylan comes and winds pickup, he's always like, "Well, hey, Chris, you want to wind some pickups?" And I'm always like, "Yeah." So
why not?
So I wound some. These all turned out, and that's the thing about when Dylan teaches the class. They're all because it's a vintage set, so they're all supposed to ohm out at the same output, and they're all within. I think that the lowest is 575, and the highest is 583 or something stupid like that.
Okay.
They're all exactly where they should be, and I think I did a pretty solid job. I've wound several coils. Dylan's never yelled at me.
There you go.
A lot.
And
like, geez, you really suck at this, Chris. You're fantastic at other things, but you're bad at this. He's never said that. No, he's never said that.
Dylan is not scheduled.
And then I wired up the pick guard. It looks real nice.
You even have a picture.
I do. I forgot to post it, but I'll post it on the Texas Toast group. And I might post it on my Facebook page too. So
Loring says make another.
We can always make more.
We can always make more.
Especially ones like this. Now
looks like Mike Ivy has the Boogie. Mike, if you are watching later, let me know if you want an icon with 2 humbuckers.
Yeah, and we typically don't make guitars that sell for this price.
No.
There's no money in it. This is a class thing, and this is something that we show other people how to do stuff with, and we then march it on and march it forward.
Yep.
So
but we do have some workshops coming up. As a matter of fact, we've got one 1st of June coming up. That's basically this in Telecaster
form with a little bit more paint.
Now Dylan is not coming out to that one. We don't have Dylan scheduled to come out this year, but I think he's going to come out for a couple things, and maybe we'll do like a pickup winding thing. That you can just buy the pickup winding from Dylan and you can come here and do it. Like, remember we've done that before.
I think that might be the right way to do it. Is you come on a Saturday or a Sunday before the Monday.
That way he doesn't have to stay here all week.
He will though.
He'll
want to,
depending on
I'm not sure how busy he is. He's just getting busier and busier and busier. But we're going to use his pickups in that, and a little bit more paint on those, and we're going to get all all Telecaster nerdery.
And we have
nerdy.
all Callahan stuff for that one too.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to see that. I've never seen the Callahan Telly stuff, and I think they're even more proud of their Telly stuff.
It's even more vintage
It's
than
even
the
even
Strat.
more vintagey than the vintagiest of Strat stuff that they make, and their Strat stuff's insane.
Yeah, it's super cool.
So I can only imagine what it's going to be.
Okay.
So,
well, congratulations to Steve Soba. I need to go climb up on the roof of my house, and yeah,
it's only like 80 out.
It's only 80, yeah. So it means it's 110 on the roof.
On the roof,
yeah. So anyway, gang, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks to Steve for buying this guitar. Thanks for chatting us up with the icons. And we will see you Sunday for a neck shaping video. And it's all maple, so I'm really getting after it. So anyhow, thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Sunday. Oh crap! I got to put the button. Okay, there we go.